Okay. I can't breathe. I'm gonna explain. It is physically 100% impossible. It was a coyote. My birds are in an enclosure like an aviary. They are 100% enclosure. They are fenced in. There is a top on them. There's no damage to the top. There's absolutely no damage to their enclosure. The enclosure was closed. It is closed. The police asked me to leave it alone. They were alive this morning. I left at 9 o'clock for physical therapy. There's absolutely no damage to their enclosure. None. Somebody went in, and you can see, and the way that they were buried, there's no claw marks, there's no scratch marks, there's no nothing. They are neatly buried. There is no damage to their enclosure. None. My birds were very, very friendly. There's no damage. There's no damage. There's no scuffle. There's no nothing. There's no claw marks. There's no... It was not an animal. There's no blood. There's nothing. They just broke their necks. It's physically impossible for an animal to have killed my chicken. It's physically impossible. There's no damage to their cage. Somebody went in their cage. Somebody went into their enclosure, picked them up, and broke their necks. There's no damage. After they broke their necks, they laid them down and covered them. The police are on their way. Whoever did this, for whatever reason, wanted to hurt me. I do not have cameras. Most of my neighbors do. They had to come in through the side gate. It is physically impossible that an animal did this. If you look at it, the police asked me to get out of their enclosure. It is physically impossible an animal killed them. There's no damage to their cage. Somebody went in there and broke their necks. My chickens were extremely domesticated and very friendly and loving. They would go right up to you. They were a special breed. They were called cream leg bars. I got them from Hilltop Farms. They were only 3-4 months old. They laid blue eggs. My chickens were extremely domesticated. Extremely domesticated. They were well fed and extremely friendly and loving and chatty. Somebody waited for me to leave for whatever reason, went into their coop and killed them. I have tenants here. My tenants were probably asleep. This was somebody being just a real jerk to come in and hurt 3 little babies and break their necks and leave them. It wasn't an animal. How cruel somebody has to be. How cruel somebody has to be. And I think if the police ask me, do I have anybody that I would suspect? Yeah, I do. I'll let the police do his investigation on him. I am so beyond heartbroken, lost. I'm dry heaving. This is probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my adult life, that somebody would go in here and kill these poor little creatures for sport. I don't understand it. I've done nothing to anybody for you to hurt my animals. I've done nothing to anybody for you to kill my chickens. I have spent the last 4 months loving these things so that way they can give me blue eggs. We were going to have an egg party, so when I get my first chicken eggs. If you guys don't know me, I'm such an animal lover. And for you to kill my chickens, to willfully kill my chickens, to murder my chickens, I owe nobody money. I owe nobody nothing. There's nothing to gain by killing my chickens. Nothing to gain. They were innocent little creatures, and you came in and murdered them. There's a video on the big sorry. There's a beginning at the big of the ugliness. I'll show you guys later. You'll see. I can't.